If I had to give today's movie a score, it would be a 9.5 for routine and a perfect 10 for execution, because in honor of the Olympics, we are watching Gymkata, the one and only movie starring Kurt Thomas, that guy right there. The one that looks like a discount MacGyver, but with way less skills. So, let's get on our horse and pommel it, because this is Redeye Reviews. Kurt Thomas, our hero, was a 3-time world champion gymnast and was considered a shoo-in to win the gold in the 1980 Olympics. But if you know some history, the US boycotted those games because the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. So, instead of winning a gold medal, he did this movie. Which, if I had to guess, is probably worth just as much to him, I'm pretty sure. We start with seeing our hero, John Cabot, doing gymnastics things. And if you wanted a less intimidating name, I don't think you could find one weaker than John Cabot. Have you been injured by a drunk driver? Call me, John Cabot. But our guy gets called upon by the Special Intelligence Agency to help install their new U.S. nuclear satellite station. I don't know why a gymnast is doing this, but here we are. And they want to put this station in the small country of Parmistan, which sounds like it would be good in small amounts, maybe topped on some pasta. But in this country, they lead a thing called the game, which John knows because his dad died trying to run the game some years previous.
Anyone who enters Parmistan must play the game. If he wins, he's allowed his life and one request.
And you must play the game if you go there. And if you survive, you can ask their king one wish. Which, in this case, is to let us build a satellite station to spy on Russia. We also meet the cheese princess of Parmistan.
May I present the Princess Rubali of Parmistan?
She's wonderful. However, this gymnastics beast is not quite ready to compete in the game, so he must be trained by 2 nameless guys. This very large man riding a horse.
They will skin you if you're not real good. You gotta outsmart them, you gotta outquick them.
And this wise man who has a pet hawk.
Hear the only sound of axe. Do not hear the wood split. It has much say to you.
But their training basically consists of 3 things. Big stick fights in the woods, just watching the trainer show off his own skills while blindfolded, and then teaching him how to walk up a flight of stairs on his hands.
Come on, exit.
Well, that's just lovely right there, yeah. The cameraman thinks so too, because he even lingers on the crotch for a few moments, as if it's got a big magnet in there. But the princess doesn't speak at all, and that is wearing our gym leader Brock really thin. So what does one do?
Good morning, Jonathan.
Did you sleep well?
Like a log.
Naturally, that's what you do. Firstly, this flip is amazing. It would have been nice to see his legs. I don't know, so maybe you could see the whole thing, but whatever. Secondly, this somehow works. These spinny moves and flips get her all dizzy and confused. She doesn't know what's happening, but she's turned on, and they bang. So yeah, I guess flipping like a maniac and doing a lady's voice is quite a turn on. Boys, take some notes. This is important stuff. Write it down. So they head out to the country near Parmistan, Karabal on the Caspian Sea.
Karabal on the Caspian Sea.
And we get our shitty version of a 007 gadget guy.
Each of these is custom made. Looks ordinary enough, huh?
Fine piece of work.
Very impressive.
Okay, let me get this straight. So the entire country has put their faith in one man, and they give him an axe and a knife that you can only use once. Cool. But these two turn into the most typical tourists out there as soon as they hit the streets. They start touching everything in sight. They try to break this one guy's lamp, but to no avail. And while they're shopping, his handler gets shot with an arrow, and he chases after that baddie. See what I'm saying? If anybody has questioned how useful gymnastics is in a real fight, question no more. So he heads back to see that they have kidnapped the princess. So he takes off to Bowser's castle. Presumably she's there. That's where princesses go. Oh, and the people who actually kidnapped her, they're just generic terrorists. Seriously, they have nothing to do with Parmistan. They're not affiliated with any other cheese-loving neighbor countries like Chadoria or Provolactin. So don't even ask. He chases after these baddies, but thankfully this city has gymnastics bars installed conveniently in every alleyway. Good thing you chalked up before you got up here too, pal. Cabot gets so excited he starts messing everybody up. And I mean, like, everybody.
You okay?
But he makes it to the bad guy base. He runs inside, then back outside, and then back inside. I don't know what that was about. He fights his way upstairs to the princess. He kills the terrorist leader, and they both run outside. And at one point, this terrorist does a real sweet parkour move. Damn! Would you believe it if I told you that he did that stunt himself? Didn't use a double or anything. That's serious badass windmillery right there. But they get away, and they get ready for their trip to Parmistan by a raft. I don't know why you have to raft to get into Parmistan. It kind of seems like that scene in Bird Box where they just make their own situation like way worse by getting on the water. But what do I know? They land, they immediately get attacked by ninjas. Also, there's this one ninja in the back, and I think his friends thought he was too ambitious, and they're like, whoa, hold your horses, pal. And he took that literally, and that's all he does. And if I was his boss, I would promote him to Regional Ninja Transportation Manager because he takes his job very seriously. But our boy does get knocked out. He gets taken to the base. He wakes up in the pit of despair from Princess Bride.
Where am I? Where's the Princess Redeye?
I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he is creepy as shit. But we are introduced to Zamir, the leader of the army here, who tells him about the game he is going to play.
No. Okay.
And we see our king, who has given me some serious Mel Brooks vibes.
3-mile run across the swamp, surviving this final 5-mile run through the swamp again.
I love this guy, and I was waiting for him to tell a joke the entire movie, and he did not, and I was very upset.
I must go play king for my people.
We do, however, get a taste of the course before they run it. Everyone gets very excited, and this one poor soul gets absolutely blasted by a horse. It's so bad. Everyone breaks character around him, but this must have been the best shot they got, so it goes into the movie. But we get to see the course that they run. They climb some ropes. This one ninja gets really impatient and he shoots a guy off the ropes. Then the final guy tries to cross the rope bridge and he gets unfairly shot yet again by another ninja. The chances aren't great that you're going to finish this, especially with 1,000 ninjas fighting you the whole time, it appears. But that night, the king throws the competitors a feast, where we learn that Commander Zamir is set to marry our princess one-night stand. And John's mad about it. He doesn't get a lot of action as a gymnast secret agent. He also learns Zamir is planning a coup to overthrow the king. So now we have our motive of the movie. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. The next day, we start the big event. And John immediately eats shit and gets kicked in the face. You're doing great so far, pal. I have a lot of faith in you. The competitors make it to the rope wall, and once again, a random ninja takes out one of our standard generic competitors who has no backstory. Don't even ask. And then, despite that arrow being a highly effective way to kill people, Zamir attempts to burn the rope to kill John, letting fire chase him, but that gives him plenty of time to get an A in gym class because he gets to the top. Then, they all go across the ropes like it's nobody's business. John shows off. He does a spin around the rope just to make sure everybody knows that he's the best. Zamir, of course, shows up, makes it seem like the stakes are higher than they actually are. And then my favorite part, throughout the whole course, there are just these ninjas that hold flags. Like, I guess they're there to mark the edge of the course. And none of them talk. They're like Disney employees. If they break character, they do get fired out of a cannon. But the final obstacle is the village filled with lunatics. This country apparently just sends all their crazy people to this one town, and then there became so many of them that they made it part of the course. I don't really know what the obstacle is. I guess get through the town? Sure, let's do that. The crazy people are all amazing in their own way. They do chase down John. They're about to corner him, but thank God no one is currently using the town pommel horse. Because John's in his element now. And even though all of these crazy people appear to be wielding very long, ranged weapons, they choose to repeatedly run directly into John's hands and feet. My favorite is this guy right here, just slowly walking up with his hands out. He's like, "I'ma get that butt." But as he runs out of the village, we get some slow motion. Like real slow. Like for a while. And then we moan and we grunt our way up this wall. He is helped by a mysterious ninja who turns out to be his daddy.
Dad, my God.
And now here is where the writers realize they have a lot of loose ends to cover and not a lot of time. Because before they can even finish their greeting, his dad gets shot by an arrow in the back.
Great to see you. You'll never know.
So John takes off on a horse. He gets chased by Zamir.
Jump, you fools!
But John fights Zamir, and he is in trouble because Zamir's men checked the whole forest. They removed any and all standalone gymnastics gear for 15 miles. However, Zamir forgot the gymnast's #1 weapon, their floor routine. He absolutely wrecks Zamir. He wins the hypothetical gold. Meanwhile, the king learns Zamir is overthrowing his kingdom, and in like 2 sentences convinces all of his people to fight off Zamir's men.
Attention! Attention! Samir's men are traitors!
And his guys already have shields and shit, so it was like really easy for them. Very convenient. And now that the world is safe again and John wins, he rides back into town with his dad that didn't die. I thought he died. My bad. Oh, shit. That's right. That's right. I totally forgot the entire reason we came to Parmistan. Well, there you have it, folks. Star Wars went up. We got some satellites. We're going to watch the Russians and bomb them, I guess, if they try to bomb us. Is that a happy ending? I don't know. But let's head on over to Redeye Reacts.
What do you know about his country?
It's a tiny mountain nation in the middle of the Hindu Kush range.
Duh, every Olympic gymnast knows this stuff.
Come on! Come on, you get yeah!
It's a nice boat. I suppose one of many.
Well, boats and buses.
Yeah, that's right. Very good, John. Our country does have more than one boat, you clever little guy. How did you know?
There's just a little anti-American sentiment running around, but I think...
I see you're listening to some ASMR. Yeah, little do you know, in the future, audio of people breathing and making mouth noises is really, really popular.
When do I meet the Khan?
Tomorrow. Afterwards, a banquet. The next day, you will play.
We meet today. The next day, you meet them. The day after that, a banquet. The day after that, you play. Then the day after that, a pizza party. Then some paintball. The day after that, we'll have a nice little going away party. More paintball. And then I'm out of PTO and I have to get back to work.
She's mine.
It's not over yet. So put your hardware back in your pants.
Someone else is out on the grounds as well. Death becomes you.
Wow, nice threat. Yeah, you stay up late practicing that line? Death becomes you. Yeah, and oats become cereal.
They broke the rules. Kill them. Damn it.
Dude, you're only dressed like a Jedi. That doesn't mean you're actually a Jedi.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable.
Father, why don't you believe me? You saw what Samir did.
Well, excuse me. I am very busy. I'm trying to skin an apple with a butter knife. Why? Because the crew didn't trust me with a real knife. I look like a damn fool. The crazy people in this town are the best thing ever, so here are all of my favorites. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. You can hit the bell to get reminded of future videos, and leave some comments if you've seen Gymkata. My God, it has it all, folks. It's got gymnastics and kata. If you want the power to vote on future movie reviews, you can head on over to the Patreon page and sign up to do so. As always, I would like to thank my Patreon supporters. You guys come up with the best movies, and I could not do it without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. If you want to be a part of the Discord community, that link is down below, and the merch store is also down below. I will see you all next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.
There's just a little anti-American sentiment running around, but I think...